So, is everybody ready? Let us begin. How'd you feel? That was pretty impressive.
I really enjoyed it, and everyone was really close as well, and I was really sweating, and I felt, thinking, ooh, sweaty cow. But no, it was good. I was really good in rehearsals, and then nerves got the better of me, and I got all froggy. But I enjoyed it.
Does it make it harder when you're playing these really small, intimate gigs?
You know what? I'm nervous at any performance.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you sort of warm up after the first couple and then the nerves go?
Oh yeah, usually it takes a couple to get into it.
Okay.
That's my excuse anyway.
Some of those versions, will you be playing those on the tour?
Possibly. I mean, we're still working on the set for the tour, so we're not absolutely sure exactly what we're going to be doing yet.
Okay. And the single...
Are we far enough away from each other?
We are quite far. In fact, you're supposed to be in that corner, and I'm actually supposed to be in this corner. So this is how it's actually supposed to be.
Right, shall we do that then? Should we do as I'm told?
The single, Here It Comes Again, is out today.
Yay!
Does it seem to have come around quickly?
I don't know. In a way, yes. I think I always thought that because the album's out in 2 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks, 10th of March, and I thought there was loads of time after the single to the album, and there's not. So that's coming really quickly. But after, I've been dying to get this music out because I started writing in November 2001, and from day one it just started going really, really well. In fact, Here It Comes Again was one of the first songs that I wrote with Marius de Vries. And so since that day I've been gagging to get it out, and it's finally something out there.
And you lot all bought it, I presume, today?
Yeah.
Good.
I haven't got it yet. I'm going to get it.
Okay. And, you said the album, Reason, in 2 weeks. Are you apprehensive? Are you excited? Are you nervous?
I'm very excited. I'm quite nervous as well. Quite nervous. Yeah, because you just don't know. Everyone who's heard it so far, and journalists and people have said really nice things, which is quite surprising, isn't it? But no, but it's getting great reviews everywhere. But at the end of the day, it's the fans that really count. So hopefully they'll enjoy it too.
I guess some people might think it's easier to come back after you've already had a multi-platinum selling album. They think, oh, you must be easier the second time round. Is that the case?
I don't know. Gosh, I really don't know. I think with the first album, I was quite naive because I'd just come out of the whole Spice Girls thing, and I was just, my feet hadn't touched the ground. I just went out there, and luckily it was very successful. But I think now I've had more time to think about things and think about, if it didn't do well, what would I do? But I'm sure it will.
Yeah, plenty of time. Can you tell us a little bit about what the single's actually about? Here It Comes Again. What is that about?
Okay. Here It Comes Again. Well, here, what comes again? Well, it's talking about love. It's a celebration of love, and it's like that feeling, that rush that comes over you, or when your knees go weak or something, or just something that makes you feel very comforted. So that is what is coming again. And the verses are, it's in the verse I'm singing to a lover, don't worry, everything's going to be fine, and I'm always going to be here for you. But sometimes when I'm singing it, if I'm feeling a bit sad, I sing it to myself. So I think it can be quite an empowering song, when you just sing it to yourself, don't worry, it's going to be all right. That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like Winnie the Pooh, whistling a little tune. Well, not quite like that. But no, it's not like that at all.
No, it's not like
that. The video is very cinematic. It's very big. It's very bold. It's very exciting. But where are those people running to?
They're running to the desert.
Oh, okay. And then where? I got that bit. And when? Then where
what
do they go?
happens is we all run to the desert, and then we watch the beautiful sunset, and then we have a party.
Oh, cool.
It's a coming together of people.
Okay. Right, I've been told. I was listening to the album earlier on, and it felt it was quite stripped down feel. It's like on Reason itself, it's mainly just you and a piano. Was that intentional to get a sort of...
It was actually something that I thought about when I was writing some of the songs, and then definitely when we went into production, because with the last record I did so much touring, and I love it, but with the last record a lot of it was really difficult to do live because there'd been so much done in the studio. So this time I wanted to keep it quite you know, have a live feeling, you know, lots of real instruments, which were on the last record, but just, you know, less produced feel, just a bit more simple. Simplicity. I think everything's overcomplicated these days. I think it's nice to just get back to basics.
No, definitely. And there's a lot of single-sounding songs on there.
Single-sounding songs?
Yes, managed to get that one out. So why did you decide to come up with Here It Comes Again as the first one over the others? Because there are a lot on there that you could release.
You know, I always do it. I did it with Going Down last time, and for some reason, when I'm working in the studio, if we're working on a song, there's just one that says, you know, pick me, I want to be the first single. And you can't not listen to your songs, you know what I mean? So it just happened like that, really. And I think in some ways it's probably not the obvious choice, but you know, I'm comfortable, I'm happy. For me, it's what I wanted to be the first single.
Yeah, the track that you played, the second track you played there.
Yes, oh no.
Yeah.
Positively Somewhere.
I'm Positively Somewhere.
I butchered, yeah.
That sounds very much like it could be a single.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that, you know, that's really important when I'm making records. I never want to do albums that have fillers. You know, you get a lot of bands and they've got like great singles and then the rest of it's crap. You'll never get that with me.
No.
Promise.
And there's a line in there where you're falling down the freeway. And I was wondering if that was written specifically for the American market, or am I being too cynical?
Yeah, you are being cynical. I've never written for a specific market. I mean, it would be great to break America. It would be fantastic. But, you know, I just write the music that I'm comfortable writing. I don't aim at any particular age group or, you know, it's just my music.
Yeah, it sounds like it would go
Sounds
down.
better than Motorway, doesn't it? I'm falling down the motorway.
Yeah, totally. Okay, as always, we've had thousands of questions come in for you. We're not going to do...
You're exaggerating.
I'm not. I'm not, actually not. I'm not. We're not going to do all of them. We're going to do a selection that have been coming in. Okay, so from Brian Ingram: Hi Mel, I love your music and I can't wait for your new gig. I wanted to ask you, which was more exciting, producing the first Spice Girls album, your first solo album, or this new album?
Wow, that is a very good question. That's very difficult to answer because, you know, obviously the first album I ever did was so exciting because I've never done it before. But I think this album is very special to me because everything that's happened to me with the Spice Girls and going out solo on my own, I've had you know, a lot of personal things to overcome as well, and this almost feels like a new beginning for me, and I'm very excited about the future. So I think I'll say Reason is the most exciting record I've worked on in my career. Doesn't sound like an old pro. It's my 5th album. We don't mention the 3rd one though, do we?